Happy Wednesday. All right. Just going over some of the changes I want to get committed. Just checking the stream real quick. Okay, good. Oops, one too many. No mic today. It is a no mic day. Mike is not here, just Halsey and Sam. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Now I still have a bit of a cough, so I have set up for Iggy. Oh, there's talking in this track. So I wonder, do I want to have something here? Services, Iggy port, okay. Here, I think we should just be creating this stream off of this object because we have our new client. However, archive server is passed into reverb data archive server, and I think we actually need this thing to be able to create streams when a new database is created. Um, well, got to take care of something. And we'll be right back in about 10 minutes. All right. See you soon. And we're back. Let's have this mimic the create stream interface here. We need a name and a stream ID. And I was muted again. All right. for Iggy, stream details self dot Iggy client create stream. Await that. Looks pretty good. Isn't there a create stream on Iggy client? I thought that's what we were just looking at. Create a stream. Oh, it's on stream client. How do you get a stream client? TCP client. Is TCP client a stream client? It is a stream client. Maybe it needs to be in scope? Yes. Now this should be an option. Now, Piggy doesn't have one of these. Let's grab one for the test code. This thing, I don't know, it doesn't do anything yet. That's not going to work. Okay. What is in a stream details? We have ID created at name size. Iggy and Piggy. Yeah, interesting names. Care to elaborate? Good morning. How you doing, White? Yes. So Iggy is the name of a open source project. Right? It's a streaming project. Iggy.rs. High performance streaming. Now, for some of the test code, I needed something that looked like Iggy, but wasn't Iggy. And so I called it Piggy. That's my test implementation. It's fake. It's a mock. So you have Iggy the production and Piggy the unit test version. Who's that Pokemon? Okay, here. I forget. They named it, I think, after one of their dogs. Morning, Daniel. So we have create stream. Let's go back to Piggy. We have to create one of these guys. Oh, where's our okay. ID created out? I'm just going to have these in the same order. In the oh, come back. Let's do this again over time. Fill in the struct fields. ID. Sure. It's ID or 0. An adorable. It is. It is a nice mascot. Topics. I don't know what to do with the topics. What are these topics? I guess it could be an empty vector. So this is our test implementation. Doesn't really have much. I suspect if we needed more in there, we would need to kind of preempt some sort of. We'd have to have some sort of setup for the test. Okay. There's our test stream. Now coming back here, we need to call this. Where were we? We were test context sets up and configures a number of things. One of those is data archive. Data archive, there I can show off the systems diagram here. This is our systems diagram. So you have the internet out here. The goal is to have distributed SQLite, right? ICS boy, how you doing? And so you would have a proxy route traffic based on the type of mutation. Well, if it's a mutation, it goes to the mutation machine. Otherwise, it goes to the read machines. A mutation is detected with our VFS plugin. Data plane is told about it. Data plane grabs the change, sends it to data archive, where it is stored in TIKV, streamed with IGI, sent, fanned out on the other machines. The SQLite databases are updated, and the readers are, in human scale, updated very quickly. Hey, I'm doing okay. We've got a little bit of a cold going around the family, but I'm feeling pretty good today. Sorry to bring up something off topic. Do I have any tips or advice for someone trying to implement RBAC, role-based access control, for a multi-tenant app? You're using Postgres? This actually gets into the portion where I can't actually talk about work on the stream. It's a kind of an agreement I have with my employer and the legal team there. And this gets way too close. So unfortunately, White, I cannot talk about that. My apologies, but I like streaming, so I know it just leads to more questions and all that, but it is what it is. Okay. Data archive mutate, data archive replicate. See, I've thought about splitting data archive up into two pieces just to be able to do this. And I think the signal is getting stronger and stronger. Right now, it's actually one piece, right? It's one application. I do think splitting it up makes sense. Okay. Let's go back to, I'm just going to close a bunch of stuff. Close everything to the right. Oh, cancel. What changes do we have here? Ah, that's actually the file I was going into. Data archive, setting up a stream, create stream. Now, I think that I would actually like to have the information that has to be passed in is a bit of an implementation detail. So I think this should be more of a create life cycle stream, like so. And this gets added to the trait as well. And of course isn't unwrapped, but let's see. Interesting. We are using unwrap here. Why are we using unwrap there? And that's an issue. We don't have that yet. Let's. We don't have a stream snuff, and we don't have errors. Oh, we do. Storage error. Error occurred in the streaming system. Let's see. Okay, create lifecycle stream. Let's add that to stream, not this. Is it here? Yeah. Now we have to add that to both Piggy and Iggy. Self. See, I would rather call that function. Mismatched times. This should be. Okay. And this here, we'll need to extract that into some sort of constant. We'll get there in a moment. Here. No. Wrong button. Bring that back. See, it's trying to give me the tab piece, which I don't want. What I'm actually looking for. Okay, there we go. Okay, we'll have to update that. Returns. Okay, it wasn't correct. Wow. All right, let's grab this. Expected what? Ah, yes. For Piggy. That I don't think we need. We need this. Okay, what is our name for these? What do we want that to be? We're trying to connect to it already. And we're doing that where? In Iggy. Here. Is this the name of the stream? No, that's the name of the consumer. Consumer. I believe that's a consumer name. Iggy documentation isn't the greatest. Okay. Stream is the second element, which I'm calling shard. Fascinating. Oh, that's database transactions. I don't want that one. This one, database lifecycle. So this shard, yeah. Okay. So this is just blatantly wrong. Oh. I want the system to know about all of the possible shards before it gets set up. I do think that having the shard is important. Name, stream, topic. What is topic for Iggy? Docs. Introduction, architecture. We were looking for topic. That's right. You can create multiple streams consisting of topics, which might have one or more partitions assigned. Well, we could put an equal sign between the log and the stream. They are not the same. Stream is a logical concept. You might think of it as a namespace. Which is what I've been using these shards as, basically the namespace. You could have a single stream for the whole system, or multiple streams, representing different environments, such as dev, staging, production. Stream identified by a unique ID can have one or more topics assigned. Fascinating. So we could have life cycles, or life cycle events, be the stream, and then we could have the shard be the topic, or vice versa. I think actually having, let's see, the topic be the shard might be more effective. Topic is identified by its unique ID. You can think of it as being responsible for storing specific types of records. For example, you can have a topic for the user events and another topic for order events. I mean, at this point, it almost feels as though the topic should be the shard. I'm sorry, the stream should be the shard, and topic is things like life cycle and whatever. I think that's how I was intending this to be. Let's say if my current reasoning matches previous reasoning. I think I wrote it down. Data archive, readme. Let's get rid of the stuff on the right. Architecture, yeah, looks familiar. Here we go. Streaming organization with Iggy. System uses Iggy's stream topic partition model for organizing data. Shard is the stream. Topic is the database name. Okay, partition is always set to 1. Okay, that matches, which means that our topic, which we're sharing with database, goodness, all tongue tied there, database names. I wonder if we should have some sort of prefix for database names so that the topics are kind of namespace between lifecycle events and database mutation events. Coming back to Iggy, what were we doing for the? Yeah, these are the mutation events. This is for the receiver. Currently, it's looking for the stream and topic. So the stream is the shard. Topic is the database name. Here, and partition's always one. Or maybe we have two different streams, one for lifecycle events and one for database transaction events. I like that better. Okay. So shard here, database transaction RX. Let's say this one's stir. This is probably wrong as well, but come back to that. Let's say that lifecycle topic is just lifecycle name. Here, that's the consumer name. Let's rename that. It's fine. Shard lifecycle events. In this case, for consumer, this here, the stream, see the rest of it, transaction stream. Shard lifecycle events. That works for me. Consumer. What's the same as the consumer? I care enough? I don't know. This doesn't happen continuously, so I'm going to take the hit on that allocation. That's fine. No. The life cycle topic, I'm just calling life cycle. Hmm. All right. Maybe name. Do this stream consumer creation. Source shard DB name. But we don't really create a stream based on a database name. It's based on consumer name, stream topic. Let's rename this shard and topic. No, shard. Almost feels like it should just match this here. How often is this used? I guess we'll find that out. Consumer name, stream name. Rid of those. And let's also toss on there the topic. Okay. Consumer stream and topic. Oh, much nicer. Okay. Oh, that should have created an error up here. Good. Let's fix this. This is for the transactions. No, we were saying this is consumer stream and topic. Oops, too far. Consumer name, that's fine. I think the topic should be separate. I don't want. Oh, I guess I could. Why not have a stream per topic? Is there any sort of performance impact? As right now, I'm going to put all of the databases into the same stream. Messages are not being stored directly in the topic, but rather in partitions. A topic can have one or more partitions assigned. That can help achieve higher parallelism and throughput. So it's okay. Partition is responsible for storing the records. Records are being distributed between the partitions. Therefore, the partition acts as a simple database. So you can assign a topic to a partition. Thanks to having multiple partitions, we can achieve horizontal scalability between many independent consumers, since each consumer can read the messages from the different partitions. Structure. Well, having that horizontal scalability would be nice. I'm a little unclear as to why I would increase partition ID. How does the consumer connect to that? Let's see. Oh, whoa, wrong one. Okay, that was our whiteboard cursor. There we go. Okay, this is the receiving side, and we do have to give it a partition. How is the consumer supposed to know which partition to connect to? Right, because you have to pass the partition in. Maybe I misunderstand this. We have an append-only log. It's fine. I like the idea of having an append-only log per database instead of putting all the databases in one log. Yeah. This is something that the server and client, the producer and consumer agree on ahead of time, that certain data will be in certain partitions for a given topic. So when you talk about data for something, right, it's really the combination of topic and partition. All right. And what does consumer group look like here? Setting up the project, blah, blah, blah. The idea of the partition from which we want to pull the messages. Oh, interesting. While for the consumer group, it's ignored, as the server will automatically assign the partition to the consumer from the group. Oh. Oh. So let's say you had some sort of event. Let me come up with an example here. Let's say you had puppy daycare, right? But you had um, kind of events for each of the puppies in the puppy daycare, and you could notify the owners of these puppies of, well, hey, what's going on with their puppies, right? The partition ID, it can't be this. Okay, no, I just shot this down. I was thinking the partition ID could be the puppy's identifier, but I don't think that's right. I think that's more of a topic. That'd be like puppy update 1 and puppy update 2. As partition ID, we just, I don't know, it just feels like you're round robining this. Like, how do you choose a partition ID? And it's saying that the consumer group is automatically assigned. The consumer group, which might be used to create the group of consumers sharing the common identifier. Or we want to ensure the same, oh, and only one consumer will pull the messages from the specific partition. That's not what I want at all. Okay. Got it. We want more of a fan out pattern as opposed to um, parallelism of processing events, which is why we're always using partition ID 1, because we don't need to ensure that different consumer, so that there will be no overlap. No, we want overlap. So we want stream ID and topic to really control this. Stream ID for parallelism. Okay. I think it's okay for us to... Because in this case, who calls this? Nobody? Maybe I have to search for that on the interface. Here. Yeah. So in this case, we have DB streamer, which is part of data archive. We get a request to stream these database transactions to a specific connection. And they would ask for a shard and database name and the transaction ID. Okay. Seems fine. Okay. So given that, coming back here. Yep, always partition 1. We want the stream itself to have the database name, which means that whenever a new database is created, that stream needs to be created. The topic and partition are basically just useless, because here I wanted to have database name be the topic. I guess we could optimize this later. I don't know if this would even be slow. Because shard here is basically saying, hey, you're bucketing these databases, stuffing them all in the same, file. Come back to here. Where's our... Oh, no. Here. So, because each database... Oh, the topics get their own... Wait, is there a separate partition per topic? Because that would be fine with me. Topics identified by a unique ID. User events, other topics for the order events, etc. Messages are not being stored in the topic directly, but rather in partitions which are assigned to the topic. Okay. No, I misunderstood. Okay. I think the way it is fine. The shard would just be passed through as the, well, what do they call it? As the stream. That's fine. And then the stream is the database. I want this to be named differently, but I want this naming to be done in here. Not shard. No, let. Stream name is equal to shard. Okay. Topic name, DB name. Stream name, topic name. Okay. Right. So we have a stream name, topic name, epoch. Summer, stream, topic. Fine. Okay. Oh. I need the. I didn't see that. Okay. Okay. I feel like we're getting closer. This is. Consumer name is good. Now, the stream name. This is just the shard. I want to change that actually. I want to say the stream name, similar to what we're doing down below, where we kind of name that. So I'd like to name that. No, I don't want DB name. I want this to just be. DB. Sure. Transactions, mutations, anything that gives it a little bit more context. Okay. Topic partition. Looks good. Okay. That one's good. This one's good. Database transactions. TX. Client. Producer. Stream name and topic name. So this is incorrect now. So I need a function that can create these names for me. Okay, Yes, I know I could just do that. Oh, cursor. Such a tease. What would we call this? This is transaction stream name. Something horrendous like that. Transaction stream name. And we return a string. Okay. Okay. Let's change the other one. Life cycle events. No. Here. Good. Consumer name. That's fine. Topic name is just passed through. That's the database name itself. Okay. Now, something that we don't have here is actually creating the stream. If we're getting these database transactions, who should be creating this stream? Let's see. That file just needs to go away. Looks like it's called here. So that's called on every stream chunk. So we wouldn't want this to be creating the stream. That would be a lot of calls. Hmm. But where else would we put it? Mutate. Oh, that's the test here. Record transaction. See, in this case, we end up with many transactions. Oh, you know what? This thing should be caused by a lifecycle event change. So if a database is created, then we create the stream. Where would we do that? Where do we have that data so that we can see that, hey, there's a difference? Um, I guess we could optimistically try to send the chunks, and if that fails, we look at the error. Because this is where we were. Raw streams, database transactions, TX. And so we're calling that on our raw stream object. So in here, if we get an error, we should be able to look at the error and then determine whether or not we need to create the DB. Feels like a weird spot for it. And why are we using the raw stream here? Oh, because we've... Hmm, oh, that's not... DB raw. Where's stream? Here. Oh, this is DB streamers and chunk. Okay. So we have our high level functions which wrap our kind of low level abstractions. Um, okay, now I like this. It's just where do I want this logic to be? I don't want it to be in raw streams. So this, if this gives a certain kind of error, we should catch the error here, create the stream and try again. And in this case, if we are creating a stream, then we also need to send a lifecycle event. Hey, this thing now exists. Okay. Similarly, if we detect that there are no database pages, which I think is in here somewhere, page count, DB page count, on a commit record, if this drops to 0, we should also send the lifecycle event for a database being deleted. That makes sense. All right, so that logic can go here, but we need a specific error or a return for this, right? Right now we're saying, hey, everything's fine if you get unit back. But maybe we can have a okay, create and try again. Some sort of enum here. And we could test that case. So we can make sure we have test cases for that too. That'd be nice. Okay. Coming back to Iggy. Right now we're just boxing this error. We need to be able to tell this apart. Producer, Iggy error. Iggy producer builder and Iggy error. Okay. I can't click on that. But if I hover here, I can. I believe the error was disconnected. That's what we were seeing before. But I'm not certain. Map error. Inspector. Okay. Producer error. Let's see if I can find this. Add some more. Something to grab our attention. Ah, yes. Wow, that's horrendous. Yeah, undo that. So we're missing create stream and create. Okay. Hopefully this gets it. No method. Yes. Yep. I need to go through and take a look at these, but very complex type. Yes, I know. I know. All right. Let's see what we can find. Let's go to the beginning. Iggy server. This is Gauntlet. It starts everything up for our integration tests. So it starts up Iggy, waits for it to be connected to, starts up TIKV. Warn. Okay. Error. Failed to start streaming database additions and removals. Could not initialize stream for test lifecycle. Disconnected. Short is equal to test. What's surprising me here is that we didn't see debug info. So is this not happening where I think it's happening? These are not the drones you're looking for. Yep. The system's trying to shut down. Where could that be? Okay. Could not initialize stream 4. I think that only happens in one place. Here. Find references. 2 places. Consumer init. So I don't think it's this one. I think it's lifecycle because it says lifecycle. Oh. It's here. So with the lifecycle events, they should already be created, and that's yeah, I don't know that we need to have a consumer group here. Is this changed? Yeah, do not auto join consumer group. Do not create consumer. Yes, I think we actually want that. We do not want consumer groups here. We just want a consumer because we want all the data. We don't want to share the data with anybody else or split up the work of, me handling some of the data, you handling a little bit of the data as well. No, we do not want a consumer group. Okay. So this initialization is interesting. Let's ensure that this is set up right. Consumer builder, consumer. So we create the no, this consumer this is just one big builder pattern. Okay. But because we're creating consumer here. Oh, wait. That's an Iggy consumer builder. Self.iggy client. Consumer. So we get the builder here. Okay, that's the creation of the builder. Then we use the builder. Got it. Okay. So yeah, we just need to make sure that this stream exists. Let's turn this into a function. I want this into a function. Extract into function. Oh, fine. Sure, that looks nice. Lifecycle stream name. Stream name is used. Lifecycle topic. That's fine. All on one partition. Okay. Now where is create lifecycle stream? This here. We need the name. We don't know what the shard is. Ooh. That's why I was thinking about inverting this. Yeah, let's invert this. So in this case, we don't have a shard here. This could now just be something else. It could be const. Lifecycle events. No, so we create the stream called lifecycle events. Get automatically incremented. We'll get a stream name. Fine. Okay, that's a little too far. Good. But now we need to use lifecycle events down here. And in this case, the stream name, stream name is the constant. And the topic is the shard. Okay. Expected string found. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. So we create this using the stream name being lifecycle events, the topic being the shard. That looks fine. Okay, I like that. Where's database lifecycle events? Okay, here we go. This needs to be the same in that the stream and the topic need to change places. Lifecycle events, and this is shard. Topic is equal to shard. Okay. Again. All right. Back to the beginning. Error. Still could not initialize stream. Oh, well, did we actually create it? Goodness. What was that called? It should be this here. Yes, and this is wrong. Build services. Yeah, this should happen very early on. We're not getting an error in this. So it seems like it's able to create the stream, but later could not initialize stream. Maybe, maybe not. Test lifecycle. Test is the shard. Lifecycle. No, something's still amiss. I think we've made some good changes, but is that's fine. DB, see, this I think is still wrong. Here we should have stream and topic, not shard and DB name. Okay. This stream topic. There we go. That looks better. Stream and topic, yes. Oh, I thought we renamed that lifecycle topic. There. Just to make sure, I'm going to run this again. So I want to see that error message change. Wait, did I? We're not doing a cargo build first. Oh, that's why I was checking to see if that error message changed. I wasn't actually building the thing I was testing. All right. Now that we've made a bunch of changes, what's going to happen? Excuse me. Iggy server, good. Error, data archive, stream error. Huh. Odd. Is that a transient error? Let's see. TI up playground. Good. Okay. One more time. Streamer still disconnected. Where is this happening? Data archive, stream error. Source stream, source disconnected. That. All right. I'll have to figure that out later. I've got to run to work. So we're going to do a quick raid. All right, everybody on YouTube, take care. Till next time.